Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is Vengeance. And we are going to kick it off and kick it into overdrive with a World Heavyweight Championship match to start the show. And as we say around here, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Cedric Alexander walks towards his destiny. Sold out from the front to the back in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Cedric Alexander likes to throw the cat amongst the pigeons, potentially here tonight. And listen to the ovation for the phenomenal one. But he isn't necessarily considered phenomenal to these people here in East Rutherford. AJ Styles has distanced himself from the audience in recent times, and it resulted, whether you like it or not, in AJ Styles holding the World Heavyweight Championship in his hands as he walks to the ring everywhere he goes all around the world. Like him or loathe him, AJ Styles has been successful, and he looks to continue that run here tonight and defend the gold against a man who he says, well, is just happy to be here. Is just happy to be in the ring with one of his heroes. And while Cedric Alexander hasn't denied that AJ Styles is certainly one of his heroes and one of his mentors, well, Cedric Alexander's going to look to try and put all that behind him and not let the big stage of a huge world title match against one of the greatest of all time deter him. Alexander looks ready. He looks razor focused. But to be honest, for lack of a better term, AJ Styles looks pissed off. All the recipes for this evening have combustible written all over him. And we kick it off with big gold on the line. Big fight feel for big gold. Alexander ready. Styles ready. Underway to kick off Vengeance here. We ain't mucking around tonight, ladies and gentlemen. One of the biggest, most stacked shows since WrestleMania or SummerSlam. And you can even count Survivor Series in that as well. And Styles already delivering a cheap shot to Cedric Alexander, and Styles unbelievable up and over. Reverse DDT to start this one off. And AJ Styles is starting it off quick, hot and heavy, and sending him all the way to the outside. And AJ Styles on the apron, calling Cedric Alexander on here in the infancy of this match. And Styles, look out, with a forearm, could be a precursor to an early shower for Cedric Alexander here. Styles not looking to waste any time. He's rushed Alexander here, and Cedric on the big stage could be finding it incredibly difficult here. Alexander underneath. Oh, he went for the drop kick, couldn't find it. And a beautiful foot stomp and an elbow follows it up. Gets some hang time on the elbow, and maybe that will settle the nerves for Cedric Alexander, getting his first piece of offense in this match. Ducks underneath, leaps over the top. Alexander looking for the drop kick, and Styles, he rebuffs. And well, he tried to take a page out of AJ Styles' book. Styles saw it coming and then delivered a spinning back fist and a series of forearms. And now Irish whips him into the corner. And Styles looking for a clothesline. Out of the way again, Cedric Alexander. Real game of one-upsmanship. Alexander sends him in, but Styles got out of the way. Styles, a little roll-up here. Very cheeky from Styles. Count of one. Reversal from Alexander. Flips over, holds on. Styles kicks out. And this is a real one-upsmanship. The present versus the future here, as Alexander looks to really maybe get an early massive upset here. Forearm delivered up and over with a blockbuster from Styles. And Styles throws up the two sweets. And it's been two sweets so far for the Phenomenal One. Man, what a way to start Vengeance. So many championships on the line, ladies and gentlemen. 2 women's championship matches for both Raw and SmackDown, and also the WWE Championship. Cesaro takes on Daniel Bryan. Oh, look at the swift kick there from Cedric Alexander as he throws AJ Styles into the turnbuckle. And now Alexander with a full head of steam and a beautiful drop kick delivered right off the jaw of Styles. Big fight feel all over the card tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Apollo Cruz is looking to take out Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar looking for his ultimate vengeance. Kevin Owens, Ricochet. And we have news regarding Tommaso Ciampa and Drew McIntyre that might not please a lot of people. That's coming later on. Beautiful split-legged moonsault as we zero in the action here. 2. Is that enough? He held on. All Styles just kicked out. But it was a really, really good cover from Cedric. Styles rolled out of the way, tried to come back at Cedric, but Cedric yet again, unbelievable. He has really showed out here. He had a little bit of a patchy start, but he almost became the world champion right there. Now Styles is being overwhelmed by this young man here with the pace and unbelievable, rolls him through. Look out, winds it up. Massive shot off the chest. And Cedric Alexander has really warmed into this match here. And he hooks up Styles. Look out, spinning him around. Drove him down. Held on for the leg. Have we got a new world champion? No. Styles kicks out. And Cedric Alexander has really shown up in this match here. As Alexander now whips him into the corner. Oh, Styles got the boot up. Alexander just hesitated for a second, and Styles is now lighting him up with a phenomenal blitz. AJ Styles is pacing around, getting his wind back a little bit here. After that flurry of offense from Cedric, and a hard forearm there from Styles and a chop. That will collapse the chest, and that spinning back fist is so devastating. And now Styles whips him off the rope, slides between the legs, and this is absolutely genius from a man that many consider a wrestling genius in AJ Styles. Now he's looking for an armbar here. Looking for a quick submission victory here is AJ Styles, but spinning out expertly. Yes. Getting that separation with those right hands. Cedric Alexander, soul butt kick and a chop of his own, collapsing Styles up. And now Cedric Alexander measuring his opponent. Ducks under. Styles thought he was out of the way. He indeed was not. And a neck bump. And now Alexander, the breathless competitor that he is, all the way to the top. He was looking for the frog splash, but AJ Styles got the knees up. It has been a breathless start to this show. World Championship on the line. Cedric sends him to the outside. And this could be trouble here. Cedric's going to look to bring him in the hard way. Beautiful hangman neckbreaker there from Cedric Alexander. This is going to be your opportunity, son. You've got to stay on top of him. And Cedric is waiting on the apron, pacing around. He's full of energy. He's found his win. He's composed himself. And now Cedric, look out. No, unbelievable. He came from the outside in with the flatliner. And now Cedric is lining him up. Unbelievable offense. Oh, he had to be thinking lumbar check there, but he couldn't find it. Styles now. He's got to be thinking Styles clash, but no. Cedric Alexander reversed it. Cedric Alexander with an unbelievable reversal. Oh my. So close, but so far. He's had an answer for everything. And now Styles sent all the way to the outside. And Cedric now, he sees his opportunity here. Styles got sent to the outside. He looked for the Styles clash, but that was from after. Now Cedric takes flight. It has been breathless here at East Rutherford. They are on their feet. They want to see Cedric Alexander do the impossible. Oh, spinning back fist of his own. You can see so many parallels between these men. Cedric has cited AJ as a massive inspiration for everything. One of the reasons he wanted to become a wrestler. And now he's in there with the very best. And Styles looking for a Hurricane Runner. No! Cedric held on. Cedric held on. And AJ Styles is struggling here. Cedric Alexander may be on the verge of one of the biggest wins of his career. Delivers a forearm and Styles instinctually gets to the outside of the ring, and it has been all Alexander over the last couple of minutes here. And he's going to deliver even more pain to that neck again. Hangman neck breaker from Cedric Alexander all the way to the top. Feeling foggy again. This time he nails it. He nails it on the second time of asking. But the second time of asking only delivers a 2 count. Styles is struggling. He is being overwhelmed by the youth and exuberance and the fact that Cedric Alexander has absolutely nothing to lose here. Oh, Styles got down off the top rope, and Styles, he might be thinking of Styles Clash here. No, he just drives him down. He just drives him down with a power bomb, and Cedric Alexander is writhing around in pain, and he could be in even more pain. Spiral tap. Into the cover. That is surely it. Spinal tap. No, doesn't get him. Cedric Alexander is in trouble. The experience is showing here of Styles. Alexander may have thrown his best punch so far, and Styles is throwing his best kicks to the back of the head. Styles now is measuring Cedric Alexander, who might be gassing in this type of match. He's a fit young man, but sometimes that adrenaline dump can hit you on massive occasions like this. Fighting for the world title, fighting for your life. And oh, look out. Cedric got out of the way. Cedric got out of the way. And then another shot. And Styles didn't see it coming again. Flatliner, lip up. He's fired up. Cedric is looking for Styles again. Is he thinking lumbar check? He picks him up. No. What is this? Oh my God, he turned him inside out. Smashed him face first. Smashed him face first. And now he's calling it. He says, I'm going to end it. He's going to the apron. This looks very, very familiar. And he's talking trash to someone he's looked up to. A phenomenal forearm. Styles' own move. 2 isn't enough. No. Styles barely kicks out of the forearm. Cedric Alexander has taken exception to the fact that Styles disrespected him. He said, you're just going to be happy to just be in the ring with one of your heroes. But now, it could be Cedric Alexander that's a hero tonight in New Jersey as he continues to hammer away on the world champion. But how long will he be the champion for if this continues? Cedric loads him up. Oh, look out. The shot from AJ Styles, and look at the elevation. Massive clothesline gets the separation that he probably needs right now. Styles now though. Styles is experienced enough to know that he can put this away. He's such an opportunist, and now we might see the real version of the phenomenal forearm. No! Styles landed flat on his face, and Cedric Alexander, look out. Oh! He lands face first yet again, but this time with more force. This is it! No! Cedric Alexander, so close, and now he wants a submission. Brilliant from Alexander. He's got him almost bent in half. Styles is trying to reach out for the rope. He can't quite get there. He's trying to reach out for the rope. He gets rid of him. He manages to get rid of him. Styles clash, no. Cedric Got up onto the back, but now he might be thinking to raise his edge here. No. Brilliant counter from Cedric Alexander. This has got to be your opportunity. Alexander, Jesus! He cleaned out Styles with a discus clothesline. And now this young man is on the verge of something special here. Cedric throws him to the outside. Cedric Alexander going where he's most comfortable. He's going to fly. No! He crashes and burns. AJ Styles, in his infinite wisdom, got out of the way. And now AJ Styles is calling him on. AJ Styles lines him up. Phenomenal forearm. 1, 2. No! Oh my God! You have got to be kidding me! The heart of a lion, Cedric Alexander. Styles is going to look to bookend it now though. Styles, 450. The cover, surely 1, 2. No, he kicks out again. And Styles is going to the referee now. Styles is in the referee's face in disbelief here. And Styles is going to continue the assault. He is in disbelief. He can't believe that Cedric Alexander has done this. Alexander is out on his feet. Styles rolls him through. Oh no! Alexander got the shot. The counter. And Cedric is still fighting, damn it. But how? I don't know. And Cedric has pushed him all the way back into the corner. And look at Cedric Alexander now, still fighting. Star-making performance. Cedric is showing what he's made of here. And now Alexander sends him to the outside. He's fearless and he's got nothing to lose, which is a dangerous combination. Here he comes again, and he nails it this time. Cedric Alexander refuses to go down without a fight. Looking for the double foot stomp. AJ moved out of the way. AJ moved out of the way. Wait a minute. Look out. Oh my God. 1916. And you know who that's directed at. AJ Styles nails him with a 1916. And AJ Styles looking to snuff out the fight while also taking a shot at Finn Balor. And AJ Styles defeats Cedric Alexander. Oh my God. What a way to start. Cedric looking for the double foot stomp, and look at this. Styles picks him up. 1916. And then look at this. Throws up the two sweets. And that is a message to one man. You can bet your bottom dollar. AJ Styles, though, remains the World Heavyweight Champion in a hell of an opening match here at Vengeance, and that's going to set the tone, ladies and gentlemen. AJ Styles prevails, and yep, there he is. Oh, my goodness. Oh, wait a minute. Seth Rollins. That's Seth Rollins. Backstage. Seth Rollins is assaulting Finn Balor here. Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Seth Rollins saying, I'd suggest you stop worrying about him. worry about me. Rollins, look out. Jesus. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, the big matches will continue. United States Championship is up next. Andrade Cien Almas versus Mike Kanellis, but the big caveat to this match is, of course, Maria Kanellis is banned from ringside and Zelina Vega also banned from ringside. As we really get heated up now. This is going to be one hell of a night. Drama already, ladies and gentlemen. Cedric Alexander pushing AJ Styles to the absolute limit. And then AJ Styles delivering a very poignant 1916. And then his patented Styles clash to put away a very, very plucky and in what has to be considered a star-making performance for Cedric Alexander. He comes up short, but you know that ain't going to be the end for him. But could it just be the beginning for Mike Kanellis, who, as we heard on Universally Speaking, is in a very unique position. He has something that not a lot of people can claim. He has a W over this man, the reigning, defending United States champion, Andrade Cien Almas. There's a big fight feel all over the arena tonight, ladies and gentlemen, in East Rutherford, New Jersey. There's no bigger fight for this man than the current one. They call him Mr. 5-Star. Andrade Cien Almas has been involved in some of the greatest matches we've ever seen. You get the feeling he might be a little bit wary tonight of his opponent. Somewhat unknown quantity in terms of being in this situation is Mike Kanellis. Hasn't had that many massive opportunities like the one that has been presented tonight. And Andrade Cien Almas is likely to try and capitalize on that inexperience in these types of matches, but Mike Kanellis usually has a few tricks up his sleeve, but that usually involves his wife, Maria. It's a weird sight. But could that throw a little bit of a spanner in the works for Andrade tonight, considering Zelina Vega, his business partner, is usually at ringside and is usually a very, very influential person at ringside as well. She's constantly shouting instructions. She's constantly in the ear of Andrade. He's quite a hot-tempered young man. And quite often she's the one who tempers that. She's the one who keeps him in check when he's getting out of control. But nonetheless, when you're a champion, you've got to stand on your own 2 feet. And when you're a challenger, you've got to do the same. United States Championship, second match of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. 2 championship matches in a row. Plenty more to come as well. So much on the card. So much on the line for that man, Mike Kanellis, who has a huge opportunity. United States Championship held aloft, and well, it's a nice poster that fan has brought to the ring, but it's not the case here tonight. This match is underway, and they link up in the middle of the ring. Andrade immediately taking a headlock. You have to agree that Andrade has the experience in these big situations over Mike Kanellis. We just saw the difference in experience between AJ Styles and Cedric Alexander, but Cedric has the skill, has the moveset, has all the attributes, but sometimes you just need reps in these big situations. Mike Kanellis doesn't have that. And you can see already, Andrade is overwhelming him, took him down, and look at this, already trading holds with Mike Kanellis and just almost disrespecting Mike Kanellis here. Andrade is right in the face of Mike Kanellis right now, telling him to bring it on. He was just trading holds and then relinquishing submission holds, saying, I can put you away anytime I want here. So these two link up again. Kanellis able to shove him off, and then Kanellis, look out. Oh, he came in again, but he rushes in, and Andrade, you can see how cool he is under pressure here. championship on the line. And these kind of guys, these kind of blue chip athletes and these extraordinary competitors like Andrade, they thrive in these situations, thrive under the pressure. Now Andrade sends him off, ducks underneath, leaps over the top, and Andrade, delivers that elbow. And all of a sudden, Andrade Cien Almas is just mocking Mike Kanellis here. And this, I don't think this is a good tactic, personally. It's Mike Kanellis now. He's going to look to come in again and just slapped away then. Oh, what a chop that was from Andrade. Now Andrade delivers the knee and he's in the seated position. And I think we all know what comes next. Oh, but he got the boot up. He saw it coming. And now Kanellis with a massive opportunity. You've got to take this opportunity, Mike. There might not be many in this match. Someone the caliber of Andrade, and a beautiful splash there from Kanellis. Now Kanellis to the middle rope. Oh, he drops it down, that elbow. And now Kanellis over to the other one. Over to the other one, and he's calling him on. Andrade, he's a long way away here. He's a long way away, but he gets him. Brilliant athleticism from Mike Kanellis, and now he's feeling it. And again, we're seeing something similar here. The experience advantage in these situations can get you off to a good start, but once these guys, they get back into the match, oh, look at this. Once that bell rings and you blow out the cobwebs, so to speak, and you get rid of those nerves, you can really turn things around, and that's exactly what he's done. A devastating DDT to Andrade. And Andrade's in some big trouble here. Gets the cut. Oh, wait a minute. Hey, hang on a second. Referee! Referee! Oh, and the referee caught it. The referee caught it. And Andrade, well, he's pissed off now. He picks him up, but oh, Kanellis over the top again. And he may have just thrown Andrade off his game here. The quick cover, the quick roll-up. Is it enough? Andrade kicks out. And already those little tricks that we knew that Mike Kanellis had, that could bring him undone. But look at that, it's got him into an advantageous position. Yeah, you got to hand it to Mike Kanellis. He holds a W. Yes, he used the chair and a distraction from his wife. But Kanellis is a savvy competitor. And he's showing that right here. Oh, what a reversal there from Andrade. And Andrade, oh, turns it around. And now into the seated position. He always gets it. Andrade always lands the slap. And now Andrade sends him into the corner. Oh, and a knee. And oh no, is he going to do it again? Andrade saying, fool me once, shame on me, but you'll get two of them. And Andrade is on another level, ladies and gentlemen. This guy doesn't even know how good he is. Hell, Andrade isn't even that good yet, and he's absolutely brilliant. He is still in the infancy of what is going to be an unbelievable career. Oh, and another chop. And Andrade now, he's really feeling it. He just discards Kanellis to the outside. And this is really almost becoming just an absolute showcase for Andrade here. Andrade Cien Almas is really showing his wares here tonight with no distraction. And no doubt he and Zelina went through the tape of Mike Kanellis, figured out some of his traits, some of the things he enjoys to do in these matches to get ahead. And now Andrade seems to have it figured out here. Now he's on the second rope, and oh yes, anything you can do, I can do better. And now Andrade wanting him up to his feet here. Andrade gets him up to his feet and then just knocks him straight back down. And Almas is really feeling this here. And Almas now, oh, he's gone for an ankle lock here. He is really showing off his wares here tonight as Andrade. Ankle lock is applied. Kanellis is writhing around in pain. He may have to give this up here. Kanellis may have to give this up. But Kanellis is showing some fight here. You've got to hand it to him. Brilliant up kick from Kanellis. Oh, and not an up kick, but a drop kick. Delivered to Andrade. And now Kanellis throws him into the corner. And Mike Kanellis could build some momentum. We've seen him do this in the past few weeks. And now Kanellis lines him up. Beautiful neck breaker. Beautiful neck breaker from the second rope. Little bit of extra mayo on that one. And Kanellis sends him into the corner. And Kanellis, with a full head of steam, is throwing shots here at Andrade. But Andrade got him back in the corner. He's had an answer for absolutely everything as Andrade collapses him down. Andrade to the top. Unbelievable. He has had an answer for absolutely everything. And now he sends him in. Ducks underneath. Over the top. And Andrade, snap German suplex, held on for the bridge. 2, is it enough? This time, not quite. Kanellis is showing something here. And there is something in the air tonight. You feel like there might be a huge upset on the cards. Look out, he got out of the way. Kanellis is brewing here. He's hung in. He's worn some of the best offense that Andrade has. And he's still pushing ahead here. And now Kanellis is taking it to the outside. He's been outclassed in the ring, so why wouldn't you use the outside of the ring? And now look out. Into the barricade. And this is Kanellis' best opportunity, I feel. Using the elements to his advantage. Whether you like it or not, it's an effective tactic. And Kanellis is showing me something here, that he has the potential. Kanellis is calling him on. Andrade is feeling the effects of that attack on the outside. And now Kanellis, he hung him up. Kanellis hung him up. And now Mike Kanellis, is he thinking submission? Yes. He's got it locked in. Right over the back that he just slammed into the barricade. Very sound strategy. As Kanellis is looking to push the issue and become the United States champion. Great scramble. Great scramble there from Andrade. And he turns him around. Look out. Andrade powered him over. The cover 1. Wait a minute. Referee's hands under the rope. His hands under the rope, but Kanellis kicks out anyway. The referee didn't see that one. Kanellis will be unhappy about that, but straight back to the ankle. Straight back to the ankle. Goes Andrade. And Andrade is wrenching. Look at the angle that ankle's on. Kanellis can't fight to the rope, but he can try and fight his way out again. Another up kick. Another up kick from Kanellis. DDT was on the button. Quick, desperate cover. 2. Is it enough? He kicks out. Kanellis almost had him there. And as this match gets deeper and deeper, you feel as though it could just end at any time here. Kanellis is scrappy. Is he that classy performer like an Andrade Cien almost no, but he's scrappy and what he does hurts, and that's all that matters. Now he sends him into the corner here. Almost bounces out. He doesn't care. He just catches him. Lifts him up. Oh my God. Drove him down face first. After the DDT as well. Almost kicks out. I thought that was it. And this scrappy, plucky offense from Mike Kanellis is proving effective. Almost is in trouble. He is finding it incredibly difficult here. And now Kanellis is going to load him up. Kanellis is going to load him up. And Kanellis picks him up. Sidewalk slam position, just drops him straight down. He drops him straight down. And now Kanellis to the top rope. Mike Kanellis, he's arguing with the crowd here. Kanellis was arguing and he took his eyes on the prize. Almost nipped up, caught Kanellis, threw him all the way from the top rope. And almost handspring Pele kick. My God, it's on the button. And that moment of hesitation, someone yelling at him in the crowd, could have cost him ever so dearly. It's over. El Idolo holds the United States Championship. This is where it turned. He turned to someone in the crowd and yelled, and he nipped up, and look at this, unbelievable. Sends him all the way down. And then the handspring, Pele kick, and then the devastation of the hammerlock DDT. And still, your United States champion, Andrade Cien Almas. Again, there's a bit of a theme already, ladies and gentlemen. Experience matters in these big, high-stakes occasions. As Maria looks on, she'll be disappointed, no question about that. As Andrade holds the United States Championship aloft, Maria has to turn her attention. Oh, well, she's going to turn her attention to Zelina quicker than we thought. These two women do battle tomorrow night on Monday Night Raw. If Maria wins, she takes Zelina's spot in the women's power rankings. Maria not taking too kindly to that. Ladies and gentlemen, the action rolls on. It doesn't stop. It's time for the first match of the Best of 7 series. Rey Mysterio set to take on Keith Lee. This one should be good. Non-stop action. This signifies that it's time to bask. Keith Lee has been very, very respectful in his approach to this taking on the legendary Rey Mysterio. I spoke to Keith Lee backstage earlier and I asked him what his thoughts were. Is this somewhat of a childhood dream to face someone the caliber of Rey Mysterio? And he said, absolutely. The opportunity to potentially go a 7-match stretch with one of the greatest that he's ever seen in his life. He said it was irresistible. And he said if he was honest, he was actually hoping, as he watched from backstage at the live event, that Rey Mysterio would defeat Noam Dar. As much as he respects Dar, what an opportunity to launch your career against, I don't think it's even disputed anymore, the greatest luchador we've perhaps ever seen. It's all about the Intercontinental title. It's all about professional wrestling. And these two are the embodiment of that. Rey Mysterio is in East Rutherford. And they are loving Ray Ray. Oh man. When I said it was stacked, ladies and gentlemen, I meant it. So many unbelievable matches still to come. Toni Storm, Shayna Baszler, Rhea Ripley, Sane, Daniel Bryan, Cesaro, Apollo Cruz versus Lesnar. The tag team championships that are being defended. Ricochet, Kevin Owens. It's one of the biggest nights we've ever seen. And well, this is just night one, and you can see the mutual respect between these two men as they shake hands, crown on their feet. Best of 7 is underway, and they circle each other around here. Keith Lee, Rey Mysterio, and Lee, asserting his dominance early. He has the clear power advantage. He has almost every physical advantage, because Lee is unbelievably quick as well. Maybe not quite as quick as Rey Mysterio, and he's not as adept at high flying, but he's not far behind. For a big man, he can fly. Lee is already dominant over Mysterio here. Mysterio comes in again, locks up, and again, that's just not going to work. It's not going to work. And now Lee rushes in. Look at this, the quickness and the power all combined, and Lee is on fire. Rey Mysterio is going to have to find answers very quickly in this series, or it could be a whitewash. And he's looking for a drop kick, but Lee just rebuffs it. And I reckon Lee might want another one here. Oh, that shot didn't work. Didn't work, and Rey Mysterio is being outpowered here by the much larger man. And now Lee, oh, he was looking for the splash, and that's the quickness. This is exactly what he's got to do. And Rey Mysterio, he crucifix pin here. Beautiful crucifix pin. Oh, he kicks out there, Lee. Lee able to kick out of the crucifix from Rey Mysterio. Oh, look at that again. Irish whip reversal, and then he got it. And then he got it. The splash from Lee. And now Lee, look at this, on the second rope for a man of this size. Shouldn't be able to do this. And Lee, oh my God, he would have knocked all the air out of the lungs. Rey's barely moved. Keith Lee is feeling it. There was question marks whether Keith Lee would be able to perform under this pressure against a legend like Rey Mysterio. Well, Keith Lee's proving that he is. Again, sometimes it's experience. It doesn't mean anything. And Rey, look at this. Absolutely brilliant from Rey Mysterio. This is the pace that he needs to go. And Rey goes to the top rope. This is your opportunity, Rey. Rey Mysterio has Keith Lee in a lot of trouble. And Lee, oh my God, Lee caught him. Spirit bomb. Oh my God. I am lost for words. And I think East Rutherford is as well. Rey Mysterio completely and utterly overwhelmed here. Keith Lee has made a statement. I am lost for words. Look at this. He caught him at a mid-air spirit bomb. Bang. It's over. That's how quickly this can end. I am stunned. Legitimately stunned. Keith Lee is an animal. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm shocked and lost for words, but this is a man who can't afford that tonight. Apollo Cruz walking into the dressing room. Hell, Daniel Bryan screaming at Apollo Cruz saying, "What are you doing in here? We're not sharing a locker room anymore." And Daniel Bryan's shift in attitude is bizarre to me. Seems as though the claws are just sinking in. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let this sink in. The SmackDown Women's Championship is on the line. Up next, Shayna Baszler is about to take on Toni Storm. This one should be a real good one. Wall-to-wall action. We ain't slowing down. I must admit, ladies and gentlemen, I'm still a little bit lost for words as to what we just saw from Keith Lee and Rey Mysterio. Mysterio barely firing a shot. Keith Lee absolutely decimating Rey Mysterio Jr. in what is easily the most shocking result of the night so far. Let's see how this one goes. I mean, both of these women have the ability to end it quickly as well. Particularly this woman. If you cast your mind back to SummerSlam, where Shayna Baszler decimated Peyton Royce in seconds. She's done that to a few. And Shayna Baszler, the submission magician, the Queen of Hearts, arrives tonight to try and rectify the loss at Survivor Series to Rhea Ripley and just get herself straight back into the championship mode. that she was in for so long before Rhea Ripley was called by Stephanie McMahon, called in to do the job, to escape the tyranny. This is going to be very, very interesting, ladies and gentlemen. Shayna Baszler and Toni Storm are about to do battle. And this is for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Wow. Wall to wall. One of the most stacked shows we've ever seen. We've seen unbelievable results. We've seen results that haven't surprised us. What could this match possibly throw up? We are underway. SmackDown Women's Championship, and Toni Storm trying to come out of the gate strong. But she missed. Oh, but she reversed as well. And now Shayna Baszler. Oh, look at that reversal there from Shayna Baszler. And Baszler looking for the kick as well. Toni Storm out of the way. She has done her homework. Don't worry about that. This girl knows how to fight. Toni Storm over the top. Brilliant bridge. That could be all. I was going to say that could be all. But it is not. Now, look out. Oh, look at that shot there from Shayna Baszler. Baszler now takes her down. Cover of her own here from Shayna Baszler. No. Doesn't get it done in the early going in this match. Shayna Baszler has that one-punch knockout, but not only that, that Kirifuda clutch. If that gets locked in on Toni Storm, it is all over. We've seen very few people be able to escape the Kirifuda clutch. Now, oh, Baszler was looking for a knee, but she tumbled over as Toni Storm was able to get out of the way. Beautiful Northern Light suplex into the bridge, just the one count again. Look out there again. Shayna Baszler. Oh, brilliant counter there from Toni Storm, and she's brought her A game, and now she's got the guillotine locked in. Now she has the guillotine locked in. Shayna Baszler. Oh, look out. Escapes though. Shayna Baszler, and then picks her up, but Toni Storm, she's very savvy, and she's on her game here tonight. And oh, European uppercut. European uppercut. Yet again. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at these shots here from Shayna Baszler. Oh, she's lining her up and lighting her up. And then sends her into the corner. Oh, devastating knee. But she holds her feet. But she might not for very much longer. Oh, flips out again. Toni Storm with a big boot. Toni Storm is bringing it. Bringing the fight to Shayna Baszler. It's what you want to see. Now Storm. Oh, and a knee of her own. This time she collapses Baszler down. And Toni Storm to the second rope. Toni Storm to the second rope, and now has the opportunity to try and put Shayna Baszler away. Oh, Baszler just shrugged her to the side, and that took its toll on Storm. And Baszler stalking her. She's waiting for her here. And now Baszler, oh no, oh, over the top rope. Look at the torque on the arm here. She might break the damn arm. Baszler might break the arm. Oh, she has to let it go. The referee was going to disqualify her, but Baszler takes the opportunity. Gets the cover here, rolls her up, no. Storm kicks out, Storm scrambles back to her feet, but Baszler almost beat her to her feet. Now Baszler has that arm, has that locked in. She'll be looking for a submission any way she can, but here comes Toni Storm. Toni Storm trying to fight out, and yet again, Toni Storm with the reversal. Absolutely brilliant performance so far from Storm. And Shayna Baszler is really struggling here. Crawling up the ropes, and Toni Storm delivers a clothesline and sends her to the outside. She ain't afraid of no Baszler, I tell ya. What shot that was from Toni Storm. And now she goes to the top, floats up as graceful as you like, and Toni Storm with a drop kick, hesitation style. And Storm is cooking here. There is a storm brewing indeed. And Toni Storm now with the hip attack. Sends Baszler to the outside. Baszler's trying to escape all this Flurry of offense. Picks her up. Snap suplex on the floor. Toni Storm is taking no chances. You can't let her breathe. Gets her back in the ring. And that's what you've got to do. Get her back in the ring. Try and get a flurry of offense that can keep those shoulders to the mat for 3 seconds. That's all you're going to worry about. And now look at this. Toni Storm drives her into the corner. And Toni Storm is really picking up the momentum now. Storm picks her up on her shoulders and drops her down. Death Valley driver. Up to the top. Toni Storm looking committed. Baszler fighting to her feet. Crossbody into the cover. Is that enough? You only need 3 seconds. She kicks out. Baszler being pushed. Baszler is being pushed to her limits here by Toni Storm. She can see the opportunity. She knows what she's got to do. She's got her into the high red district. And now Toni Storm, second rope. Baszler's on top though. Oh my God. She's got her up in the air. But Baszler transferred the weight. Baszler transferred the weight. And Toni Storm came down on that top turnbuckle. And a massive knee. Right off the jaw of Storm. 2. It's over. No. Toni Storm thought she had her with a knee. But she doesn't get her. And she's turned the tide just like that. With that unbelievable counter from the top rope. And now she's dissecting. This is what Shayna Baszler does. Oh. Shayna Baszler is taking advantage of Toni Storm. And now she's really working the arm. And Shayna Baszler's in control just like that. Shayna Baszler, the click of a finger, the flick of a switch. Baszler turns into this animal, and now she's absolutely dissecting Storm. And now Baszler sends her into the corner, and Baszler's just wrenching on this arm here. Wrenching on this arm. And Toni Storm is really feeling it here. Baszler traps that arm right behind the back again and slams it into the canvas. Toni Storm had the flurry of offense. She had her where she wanted her. But now all of a sudden, Shayna Baszler is starting to really take some liberties here. Now she's got her draped over the top rope. Oh no. And again. And oh almighty. Toni Storm collapsed to the outside. Baszler's not going to let her breathe though. Baszler's going to stay on Toni Storm here. And Shayna Baszler sends her into the corner. Be careful you don't get counted out here as Shayna Baszler rocks her with shots. And Baszler, you've got to tell you, she weathered the storm. Pardon the pun. And now she's creating a storm of her own. Could be a perfect storm that leads her to the SmackDown Women's Championship. And oh, right off the desk. Now Shayna Baszler throws her back into the ring, and Baszler's just toying with her here almost. And Baszler, Toni Storm's trying to get up. Traps it under. Oh, God. This is that slow, methodical style of Shayna Baszler that's stood her in such wonderful stead and has given her such an unbelievable career here in WWE. Former MMA fighter, but Toni Storm's going to throw back though. Toni Storm's going to throw back. She might be an MMA fighter, but Toni Storm's just a straight up fighter. And she's always going to fight. And Toni Storm rushes her and sends her to the outside. She sends her to the outside, and Baszler, just like that, has had the tide turned on her here. And now Toni Storm from the apron with a double axe handle. Storm's got to try and build that momentum back up. Try and get back in this match. And Toni Storm, well, monkey see, monkey do. Anything you can do, I could do better. Slams Shayna Baszler's head A little bit of a receipt for Shayna Baszler. And now, using the hips to effect here. Right across the lower back. And Shayna Baszler's finding herself in some big trouble. As Toni Storm, is she going to try and take her up to the high red district yet again here? This has got to be the key. She couldn't do it last time. But Toni Storm, with pain just ravaging her body, loads her up to the high red district. What is she thinking here? Toni Storm, oh my God, what is she doing? Oh good Lord! Toni Storm with an avalanche German suplex, but she held on for the splash. That's got to be it. She dumped her on her neck, nailed her with a splash, and she kicks out. Toni Storm agonizingly close. Shayna Baszler went into that slow, methodical style, but it didn't work. Oh, but Baszler escapes. Baszler escapes. This is not good. This is not good. Baszler, Kirifuda clutch. Kirifuda clutch. Oh, she rolled straight through though. She rolled straight through into the pin. Toni Storm rolled through into the pin. Baszler peeled the shoulder up. Baszler peeled the shoulder up. And now Toni Storm, it's getting to that desperate stakes now. Toni Storm is hammering away here. And Toni Storm whips her in. Oh, Baszler, hang on a second. Baszler bails. What the hell is she doing? Oh, come on. Baszler's bailed here. And Toni Storm trying to get at her. Wait a minute, Becky Lynch from over the barricade. Becky Lynch from over the barricade. Toni Storm is still arguing with the referee. Becky Lynch is here. Oh! Shayna Baszler tried to walk out on the match. She'd rather walk out on the gold than lose. But Becky Lynch saw her. And Becky Lynch has taken Baszler out. And just like Baszler threw her to the scrap heap, Becky Lynch does the same. Toni Storm is still arguing with the referee. Baszler has been assaulted. The referee didn't see anything. Toni Storm sees something though. She sees an opportunity. And you can't tell me that Shayna Baszler wouldn't have taken the same opportunity. She tried to walk out of the match. She'd rather walk out on the gold than lose. But she may lose anyway. Toni Storm with the backing of East Rutherford on her back here. She picks her up. Look out. Oh, down onto the neck. Finish it. Gotta be thinking. Toni Storm with a huge assist from Becky Lynch. Plants her 1, 2. It's the perfect storm in New Jersey. Toni Storm is your new SmackDown Women's Champion. Brilliant counter. She'd clearly done her homework there, and then Baszler said, nah, I'm out. I'd rather walk out on the belt than lose. And she lost anyway. Becky Lynch jumps the barricade. She was laying in wait, looking for her opportunity, and just like Baszler threw her to the side on SmackDown, Becky Lynch throws her to the wolves. And it is a perfect storm in New Jersey tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Look at the emotion for Toni Storm. You can see what it means to her. And it has been a good weekend for Australia. Buddy Murphy at TakeOver. Toni Storm tonight. Unbelievable. But ladies and gentlemen, as we saw earlier tonight, Keith Lee caused perhaps one of the biggest upsets that we will indeed see tonight, demolishing Rey Mysterio in just minutes. And we've got the living legend backstage with our interview team. We're going to hear from him right now. Well, indeed, as Rey Mysterio just alluded to, ladies and gentlemen, this is not a one and done thing. This is a best of 7 series. Rey Mysterio has the opportunity to redeem himself, and he gets that opportunity next week on SmackDown. Well, here we go. It is time for more championship action, ladies and gentlemen. We have seen all kinds of drama here already. And it looks to continue as we kick it into overdrive here at Vengeance in East Rutherford, New Jersey. It's time for the Profits. This is going to be one intriguing battle and a very big clash of styles, ladies and gentlemen. Pun not intended after what we saw in the opening match with AJ Styles, but I'll tell you what, these two carry a lot of swag. But do they carry what you need to counter the chaos that Sanity brings? They are a dark cloud over the SmackDown Tag Team division. There's no doubt about that. We've seen a lot of dark clouds over Tag Team divisions, as we saw on Monday Night Raw. The clear intent of Bray Wyatt, Braun Strowman and Eric Rowan to take over that division. But that's Raw. This is SmackDown. But you get similar vibes. Montez Ford, Angelo Dawkins, I think two of probably the most popular members of the entire tag team division on all 3 brands. And the crowd is fired up for this one. This one should be real good. How about what we just heard from Rey Mysterio? He said he felt good, he felt ready, but he got absolutely decimated. Is that in the future for those 2 men standing in the ring? It's every chance, because look at the size of Jackson Ryker. He has only spent a finite amount of time in the ring for Sanity. He absolutely blew the match apart at Survivor Series. I think he was in the match for maybe 45 seconds to a minute before it was over. Eric Young knows that he has a weapon of mass destruction in Jackson Ryker. He knows he can unleash him at any moment. Just when you thought Sanity had gotten weaker after they got assaulted by the 2 men that are awaiting these 2 men to fight for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships, just when you thought they got weaker, he somehow grew stronger with Ryker. Look at that sight. And how about the demonic warning from Eric Young? Look at Eric Young looking through the crowd here. There is a real sense of unease around this place when these 2 men are in the building. Eric Young sent that warning. He said, no one in any building we go to is safe. And those 2 men who are delivering messages like that have the silverware. That is what's at stake. Tag Team Champions to be crowned. Who will it be? The Street Profits? Will it be Sanity? Let the chaos commence. And look at this already. Eric Young talking all kinds of trash here. Look at him just screaming in the face of Jackson Ryker, getting him all fired up. Look at this. Screaming in the face of Jackson Ryker. And I think Montez Ford is a little bit of a deer in the headlights. No, he's not. He was waiting for Eric Young. And Eric Young rushed in, but Montez showing his hops early here. Ducks underneath, and he hit him with it again. And Montez Ford, who has springs in his heels, is going after Eric Young. And he is the one that they need to isolate. There's no doubt about it. We saw very effective isolation at TakeOver with the Revival, where they actually managed to take the biggest man out. But I think if they don't get too carried away with this sort of thing, Montez Ford playing to the crowd, Eric Young already back to his feet. It's very silly, and Young with a shot. No, not looking for it again, but Montez, he fights out. He's got so much talent, so much charisma. He loves the crowd so much, but it can be to the detriment. Picks up Eric Young, beautiful slam. And now gets over into position. Beautiful tag team wrestling and tag team continuity on display there from the Street Profits. Oh, they need to keep this in the ring. That's what they need to do. Down into the cover. Just a one count. Riker was in the ring. Oh my. You do not want Jackson Riker in the ring at any point in this match. If you can avoid it, you do. Now, oh, beautiful. Look at that splash, but Eric Young was able to get out of the way, but Montez watches on as Angelo Dawkins goes to work here, and look out. Beautiful side Russian leg sweep. I'll tell you what, I'm not sitting all that far away from where Jackson Riker is standing. I almost hear him growling, wanting to get into the ring. Maybe a little bit of a tactical mistake from Eric Young to not just start the match with Riker in the ring. You do have the choices. Look out, Montez, and oh, Angelo comes in for the splash. And they are isolating him perfectly here. And now Riker wants the tag. He knows how desperate this situation is, because if Riker gets in, I feel like it's over. And then a beautiful elbow drop from Montez, and he is feeling it here. It's almost part of their offense is involving the crowd and getting the crowd involved. Look out. Oh, look at that beautiful reversal. And now Eric Young with the reversal in a dangerous part of town here for Montez Ford. Uh-oh. Oh, no. This is definitely not good. The tag to Riker. The tag to Riker, and Riker is in. The weapon of mass destruction that is Jackson Riker. And look out. Jesus Christ. He threw him. He threw him at Eric Young. Eric Young had to get out of the way. And this is where it gets really dangerous, because, oh my God, Riker is already, he is just unbelievable. He is tearing apart the announce desk. Tearing apart the announce desk. And this is already broken apart, because here comes Eric Young. Oh my God, he just spit him off the apron. Eric Young is just screaming into the air. And oh no. Jackson Riker. Look. Jesus. Riker just put him right through the announce table. Eric Young is still standing over Angelo Dawkins on the outside. Riker, I reckon's been in this match for just over a minute. Jeez! He is a force. Well, that is Keith Lee levels of destruction. Look at this, bang! Takes him off the apron, and then Jackson Riker with a choke slam through the announce table, and then a choke bomb in the ring. Sanity, bring the chaos. And look at Riker. You simply cannot let him in the match. Who on earth could stop him? Who on earth would be more insane to try and stop these two? Listen to this. Sanity's out of control. And Eric Young shouting some kind of... Wait a minute, what the hell is Riker doing here? Riker's going to the front row here. What? Wait a minute. Riker's just grabbed... He just grabbed someone out of the front row. He just grabbed someone out of the front row. And Jackson Riker has that fan to the front row. Look out. Jesus Christ. What on earth? No one is safe. We need to get a doctor out here. We need to clean up. We need to get some order. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I want to send a special shout out to everybody who watches the videos, but in particular the people who support monetarily, both the Murphs Elite and the Patreon. I literally couldn't do it in these times without you guys, and I love each and every one of you for supporting. You go above and beyond, and every name here I appreciate to the highest degree. Thank you so much. There's Ruby Riott. This is a very serious situation that is developing, and just listening into Ruby Riott, her concerns. The lights have just gone out in the office. Yep, absolutely. I'd be getting the hell out of there. And you too, Stephanie. Well, that is about as ominous as it comes, ladies and gentlemen. But this is about as big as it comes. Kevin Owens is going to do battle with the self-proclaimed King Ricochet right here, right now. Combustible doesn't even begin to describe tonight's events, ladies and gentlemen. We've been able to put the announce table back together. We've been able to restrain Sanity backstage somewhere, and we understand the fan that got pulled out of the front row is getting the best care possible backstage right now. You shouldn't have to come to these shows in fear for your safety. You should be able to come and enjoy the show. Jackson Riker just took it to another level, and I say Jackson Riker, but he was under instruction from Eric Young. And Eric Young is just using someone like Jackson Riker as a weapon. He tagged him in. I reckon he was in the match for less than a minute. And Jackson Riker was absolutely destroying the whole match. He is a force to be reckoned with, but so is this man, Ricochet. This goes all the way back to No Mercy, in the fatal four-way match for the WWE Championship, when Kevin Owens apron powerbomb Ricochet, took him out for a couple of months. And then Ricochet would return with a chip on his shoulder, take out Kevin Owens. And both men have been on a collision course since. And now it's time to fight. Kevin Owens has been looking for Ricochet. He's been pleading and begging with Ricochet to fight. And Ricochet has shirked the issue. He's avoided it at all costs. But now, you don't have a choice. Now, you got to step up and fight. Kevin Owens will be relishing this opportunity. Owens looks out at the crowd. He knows that everybody in attendance is behind him here tonight. Almost like having another person, a tag team partner. Maybe not as destructive as Riker though. I still can't believe that. The show has been absolutely unbelievable, and there's still so much to come, ladies and gentlemen. As we roll on. Ricochet ready. Owens ready. Underway. Ricochet Kevin Owens, and they come straight at each other, but again, Owens, he's looking to just get his hands on Ricochet, but Ricochet is absolutely unbelievable. Ricochet, oh, he's looking for Owens again. Looking for Owens again, but Owens still trying to get his hands on Ricochet, and Ricochet evades him again, and Owens is as frustrated as ever because even when the bell rings in an official match, he can't get his hands on him. Ricochet is so annoying, and oh, look at that. A little poke to the eye, and Ricochet now coming in and getting his hands on Kevin Owens. Owens still unable to lay a hand on Ricochet here, as he sends Ricochet in, and oh, what a clothesline. And Ricochet snapmares him over. Absolutely brilliant. Nobody has ever faltered Ricochet in the ring. He's one of the greatest in the world. But this new attitude that he feels as though he needs to adopt. Oh, here we go. Here's a chance for Owens, and again rebuffed. Owens again rebuffed, and Ricochet just seems to be able to control Kevin Owens, and now he throws Owens to the outside. Owens still yet to fire off a shot, and here comes Ricochet. No, Owens got out of the way, but Ricochet landed on his feet, but it was too late, and finally Owens is able to lay a hand on him. Ricochet misstepped. He stuttered on his feet. He landed on his feet, but stumbled, and it led Owens to the door, and this is the chance that he's been waiting for, and Owens with headbutts here. Oh my God, have you ever seen Owens this fired up since even WrestleMania? As Ricochet though, look at this, unbelievable athlete, and he just cuts Owens off again. Still so much to come, ladies and gentlemen. As Ricochet, oh, uppercut, and the back elbow. Now Ricochet sends him into the second turnbuckle, and oh, saves a Mysterio. I'm sure he would have loved to have hit that earlier. Ricochet comes in with an uppercut. My goodness. It is absolute barrage of offense, and Ricochet can hurt you from top, down, anywhere. Submissions. Now Ricochet with a DDT. And I know I should be referring to him as King Ricochet, which is what he formally requested from the WWE, but I think that's still pending. As Ricochet comes in, winds up with that forearm, but Owens rebuffs with another one, and Owens off the ropes looking for another clothesline, couldn't find it. Ricochet has been so elusive in this match so far. Oh, another chop there, and now Ricochet, he's going to throw him to the outside again. Owens sent to the outside again. And Kevin Owens has stumbled. Ricochet is going to look to try and take it to Kevin Owens here. Kevin Owens is in some really big trouble, but Owens, he rebuffs with a massive right hand, takes Ricochet off his feet. Owens has done a great job so far of avoiding that really major high-flying offense that Ricochet is so adept at. And Owens is going to bring him in the hard way with a DDT. Kevin Owens brings him in. Oh, what a right hand from Kevin Owens. And now Owens is really starting to press the issue here, and he's saying, is that all you got? Oh, Ricochet just so quick and such spatial awareness. Takes him down again. But Owens, he's going to fight back. He's been waiting for this for too long to let this slide. And Owens now in. And now a shot from Owens. And now he's stopping a mud hole. Kevin Owens stomping on Ricochet. And now Owens picks him up and right down onto the ribs, and that's got to hurt. And Owens now, oh, brilliant from Ricochet. Owens went to the second rope, and Ricochet instinctually rolls out. And that was brilliantly done, and then Ricochet avoided Kevin Owens again, and Ricochet in again. And that was genius. 1,000 IQ from Ricochet right there. Sends Owens in. And now Ricochet, oh, to the outside. Ricochet, look out. Absolute poetry in motion from Ricochet. And look at the cockiness of this guy. But you cannot deny the talent. Ricochet's new attitude seems to have taken him up a gear. And Owens is really struggling to deal with it. Chop from Ricochet. Oh, beautiful soul butt kick. Again, Ricochet puts him onto the ropes here. And now he lines him up and then sends Owens to the outside. And this is that new ruthless attitude from Ricochet. Owens now in big trouble. Ricochet, look at this guy. He's just, a shot to the gut. When have you seen such aggression from this man? Taking it to the outside. Usually likes to keep it in the ring. That's where he's most comfortable. But this new style, this new attitude is really wearing on people. Even backstage is impossible to deal with. He doesn't want to talk to anyone. And look at this. Sends him into the stairs. And Ricochet, he might not be done here. He might not be done inflicting the pain. He definitely isn't. Oh. Kevin Owens is taking a hellacious beating here as Ricochet now sends him to the outside. And, well, the King is going to work. And look at this. He's almost toying with him. And this crowd is not enjoying this here in New Jersey. Oh, look how Kevin Owens, though. He's going to fight back. Kevin Owens is always going to fight back, and he sends him off the LED post. Ain't no ball playing around from Kevin Owens, and he wants the crowd to lift, and they do. He wants the crowd up. He wants them to lift, and Owens, look out. DDT on the outside. Tilt-a-whirl DDT on the outside, and Owens wants him back in the ring. Kevin Owens sends him back in the ring, and this is your opportunity. As Owens now sends him back outside the ring. He has a plan. Owens has a plan here. Owens sent him on the outside and Owens leads off. Kevin Owens with a senton, and here he comes. Owens sends Ricochet in the ring. He got him in the ring and then he thought, nah, I'm going to inflict some pain here. I'm going to send you back out. And then I'm going to hit you with a senton. And then Kevin Owens to the top rope cannonball. Top rope cannonball from Owens. Here he comes again. He's going to load him up now. Kevin Owens, high rent district. It's usually the most expensive, but the most effective. And Owens, look at him rolls through. That's got to have knocked all the air out of the lungs. And if that didn't, this will. Kevin Owens up to the top. Feel it, Froggy. Frog splash 1, 2. Surely no. The frog splash can't get it done. Oh my God. Owens just busted himself open. Headbutting Ricochet. And Kevin Owens tastes his own blood. And this blood feud is really reaching a crescendo. Owens! Kevin Owens screams into the night in East Rutherford with a crimson mask. He busted himself open. He's willing to bleed himself to inflict pain. Kevin Owens sends him into the corner. And Owens is going to take him up again. The blood trickling down. Oh, but Ricochet though. Ricochet moved. Look, oh my God. Leg lariat. Leg lariat. And Ricochet stares at him. Wait a minute. Oh my God. This looks familiar. Ricochet. What is this? Ricochet. Oh my God. Moonsault press. Shades of the Great One. But it's the one and only that can't get the 3 count. Owens kicks out. An ode to the Rock. But Kevin Owens is caught between a rock and a hard place here. Ricochet, oh, he was looking for the boot. He was looking for the boot. Owens, stunner! That is a familiar exchange. 1, 2, no! Kevin Owens, a crimson mask, delivered a stunner, but it wasn't enough. And Owens, going again. Owens, massive shots. And now Owens backs up. Owens backs up, screams into the air, and Kevin Owens, cannonball! Cannonball! Usually the precursor to the pop-up powerbomb. No, Ricochet caught him. Ricochet caught him! Oh my! Unbelievable! And now Ricochet to the top. Ricochet to the top. What is he thinking here? Oh, he wanted the moon crescent stop. Couldn't find it. Owens found him though. Owens, pop-up powerbomb. No! Ricochet, unbelievable reversal. 1, 2. Has he stolen it? No. He couldn't steal it. Owens. Oh, what a forearm sent him to the outside. Ricochet picking up the pace. Owens picking up him on the radar and delivering a devastating shot. He has denied Ricochet that high-flying offense. And Ricochet now, has his head flying off the canvas. And a super kick from Owens. And now Kevin Owens. Oh, wait a minute. Kevin Owens, he wants to do to Ricochet what Ricochet did to him to take him out. But no, Ricochet rebuffs. Oh, that bloodied head. Oh, wait a minute. Ricochet in the ring. Count of 9. Not this way, no. Damn it! Ricochet, as he did in the lead up to the match, has managed to escape Kevin Owens yet again. That bleeding is getting much worse. We need a doctor. Owens is going to need stitches. Ricochet narrowly escapes. And a disappointing end to what was really becoming one of the better matches we've already seen. But that is the way that Ricochet goes. This new attitude of Ricochet doesn't care about that as Ricochet leaves, as he starts to see Owens stirring. Ricochet takes off up the ramp. But Kevin Owens is lapping up the applause. That bleeding has got way worse for Kevin Owens. He's going to need a doctor. But Ricochet can't run forever. Owens still wants to fight. And the fighting is going to continue, ladies and gentlemen. In just moments, Raw Women's Championship on the line. Rhea Ripley takes on Sane. Wow, Liv Morgan doesn't want anything to do with this situation. Liv Morgan saying that's behind me. Ruby Riott is in big trouble and we know it. Ominous message from Tommaso Ciampa. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, that match has been put on hold. But Ciampa says fit to compete or not, I'll be at Raw tomorrow night and I'm coming for you, Drew McIntyre. But a match that is not cancelled. The Raw Women's Championship is on the line. As Kairi Sane looks to sail the rising tide. That is Rhea Ripley. What a night. What a night so far, ladies and gentlemen. Still to come. Daniel Bryan versus Cesaro, WWE Championship. Brock Lesnar versus Apollo Cruz. An extraordinary night of action. And now, we get to see two of the best women on the planet do battle for the top prize on Monday Night Raw. The Women's Championship. Kairi Sane has had a hell of a month, picking up several victories, most notably that triple threat match against Sonya Deville and Bianca Belair, which landed her in this position. Can Kairi Sane unlock the treasure chest, find the gold, and sail on out of East Rutherford, New Jersey, a winner? If anyone is going to make that difficult, it is this woman. Rhea Ripley arrives to a raucous reception here in New Jersey. She is here to inflict pain. She is here to dominate the women's division. She chose Monday Night Raw. She defeated Shayna Baszler at Survivor Series, which gave her the choice to join either NXT, Raw or SmackDown to be the women's champion. And she chose the bright lights of Monday Night Raw. She said as a kid, she grew up watching Monday Night Raw. She wanted to be the top dog on that show, and she certainly is. That's what it's all about. The Raw Women's Championship. We've already seen Toni Storm, an Australian, capture the SmackDown Women's Championship. We saw Buddy Murphy capture the NXT Championship. Could it be an Aussie trifecta tonight to have a trio of world champions? Rhea Ripley hands the title over. The referee shows it to Kairi Sane. One last deep breath. Referee, hold to the loft. The Raw Women's Championship is on the line. Sane, Ripley, here we go. We are underway. And Rhea Ripley, look out, look for the drop kick, but Kairi Sane, she rebuffed the drop kick, and now Sane, this is exactly what she's got to do. You got to hit her early. And Kairi Sane is doing just that. Sane is trying to take her out. Stomp to the face. But Sane picks her up. You've got to keep that momentum. But look at that reversal. The power of Rhea Ripley already on display as Rhea Ripley, she just sent her all the way to the outside. And we've seen so many times tonight how dangerous the outside area can be. And sometimes you do see trends in shows because everybody's watching. It's standing room only around the monitor tonight, particularly for such a stacked show. And Rhea Ripley is, oh, look at this. This is what I'm talking about. If you get into this position with Rhea Ripley where she can actually dictate the terms, the start was perfect from Kairi Sane. Hit her with what she's not expecting, and then try and capitalize from there. But Rhea Ripley, she stemmed the tide, pun intended. Now Ripley is looking to try and take her out, but oh, that's brilliant. That's what you got to do. You got to counter wrestle someone the talent, the caliber, and the size of Rhea Ripley. As Kairi Sane is Smashing away on the back of the head. Referee warning her about the back of the head. Sends her in. Now Kairi Sane with a beautiful shoulder thrust. And now Kairi Sane with a beautiful shotgun drop kick as well. And Sane now, she has Rhea Ripley in a position that Ripley's not really used to. She's finding herself in a bit of trouble here, Rhea Ripley. Sane, she threw the boot out, but Rhea Ripley got out of the way, and Rhea Ripley, my God, just tore her out of the corner. And that's how quickly this momentum could turn with the likes of Ripley. There's Rhea now with those forearms, continuing to hammer away. Now, oh my God, what a chop. You can hear that reverberate around the arena. Ripley, she's draped over the bottom rope and the guillotine leg drop, and Rhea Ripley pointing at the crowd saying, this is only a matter of time. I'm going to put her away and retain my Raw Women's Championship. Now, yes, and again, Ripley with another shot. Ripley again, look at this. Unbelievable savagery. Ripley's really just dominating this match now. And you shouldn't be surprised. Look at the power. Sit out power bomb. Unbelievable. 1, 2. It's over. No, it's not. I think Rhea was a little bit surprised that it wasn't over there. Again, it wouldn't surprise me tonight now after seeing what we saw with Keith Lee and Jackson Ryker. Oh, beautiful. Blocked the kick. And that may have hurt Ripley more than it hurt Kairi Sane there. As Sane now drops the leg drop right across the back, taking her down, and this could be Kairi's opportunity now. Only get a couple against someone like Rhea Ripley, as Kairi looking to rain down the blows here. Oh, look how she got to 5, and then Rhea Ripley shrugged her off, and Ripley ain't having any of that. But Kairi Sane again. Kairi Sane again. Sends her into the corner, and Kairi says, no, I'm going to complete this. I'm going to finish it. Kairi Sane does not take no for an answer, as the WWE Universe called her on. And now Kairi, brilliantly done. She's not giving her any room to breathe here. Kairi Sane sent her in, leapt over the top, flipped her over. And now Sane, what an elbow. And Sane is really building some momentum here. Sane is really building some momentum here. And again, another one. And Kairi Sane saying, I'm going up top now. Kairi Sane, full head of steam, calling her on. Rhea Ripley doesn't know where she is. Kairi Sane leaps off. Finishes the trifecta with a top rope forearm. And here comes Sane. Sends her into the corner. High Red District. We've seen it so many times. Kairi, look out. Oh my God. She sat down all the way across the shoulders. I thought we had a new champion. Kairi, she ain't going to stop there though. Here we go. Kairi up again. She got caught by Rhea Ripley. She's so goddamn strong. Ripley turned it into a suplex. Oh my God. The sheer, unmitigated power of Rhea Ripley. Kairi Sane has had several rallies of offense, but has been denied every time. And now, Rhea Ripley lines her up. Jesus! What a shot! And now Ripley fired up, defending her championship, and Ripley leaps off. No! Sane swept the legs out, and Kairi Sane saying, I'm going to put you away. She brings her in the hard way. Snapmares her in. Look out. Ripley taken over. Ripley taken over. And a tidal wave of offense. from the Japanese superstar. The Pirate Princess is sailing now. Sane sends her into the ring. Ripley's reeling. Ripley's in some trouble here. Kairi Sane picks her up, delivers a suplex. And Rhea Ripley is struggling, trying to crawl up the ropes here. And here comes Kairi. Sends her over the top again. She's been in, she's been out, she's been up, she's been down. But Kairi Sane, oh, massive forearm. This has got to be the rally. It's all or nothing now for Kairi. She goes to the top. What is she thinking? Kairi Sane knows she has to go big if she's going to beat Ripley. Lockout, no, crashes and burns. Ripley saw her coming. Kairi went for that little bit too much. And now Ripley picks her up. Electric chair position. Drops her down on the goddamn floor. Kairi Sane is in enormous trouble. Ripley picks her up. Oh my. Knee buried deep into the back of Kairi Sane after she crashed and burned on the floor. Rhea Ripley is screaming at her to tap, but Kairi Sane is fighting on. The Pirate Princess is fighting on with a spear. And now Sane, you've got to be thinking, insane elbow, we've got a new champion, no. Ripley got out of the way. Sane held on, she kept herself in the ring. Oh, Ripley delivered a devastating forearm. And now what is this? Ripley standing on the second rope. Oh my God, she powered her in. Ripley powered her into the ring. Deadlifted her into the ring. And now Kairi Sane might be dead in the water. Riptide delivered. 1, 2. Rhea Ripley retains. What a match! Kairi Sane throws absolutely everything at Rhea Ripley. Look at how close she was to winning. And Rhea Ripley desperately tries to get her out of the ring. Sane holds on. Rhea Ripley then, with an unbelievable feat of strength, brings her in the hard way and then delivers Riptide and retains her Raw Women's Championship. The wrestling has been off the charts tonight, ladies and gentlemen. That was no exception. Rhea Ripley retains. What a match. There's no Andrade. Walking backstage on a lookout, oh no! The Viper is always coiled and ready to strike. And that long-standing hatred continues. Randy Orton taking out Noam Dar just like he promised he would. And he's already done so much damage to Noam Dar. Oh, wait a minute! Well, maybe Dar brought some backup here. Randy Orton. Well, he pissed off the wrong people because Hanson just dropped Randy Orton on his head. Noam Dar has brought the cavalry with him, and oh, Bobby Lashley backstage as well. Raymond Rowe getting his pound of flesh. And sometimes, just sometimes, it's about who you know. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this coming week on SmackDown, we determine a new #1 contender for the WWE Championship, Gargano Nakamura Dream. The winner receives a WWE Championship match at a time of their choosing between now and the Royal Rumble. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I can't explain what Bray Wyatt was going on about, but I can explain this. Up next, Brock Lesnar, Apollo Crews, #2. And there you see Apollo Crews backstage, fired up, warming up, heading towards the gorilla position, ready to do battle. Oh, wait a minute. Chad Gable is here? We got the ESM private jet from Australia for TakeOver. And Gable putting in work for ESM. Apollo Crews saying he wants to go at it alone. And he doesn't need all the typical ESM rubbish. It didn't work for Gable at TakeOver though, that's for sure. But Apollo Crews, the self-proclaimed jewel in the crown, is ready to go. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is perhaps the biggest fight feel outside a championship match that you will see. Apollo Crews, Brock Lesnar. This one is going to be unbelievable. The title of the show is very appropriate. The title of the show is Vengeance. And that is exactly what Brock Lesnar is looking for tonight. He wants to find the ultimate vengeance on a man and a company that has been a thorn in his side. It's what we've all wanted. Brock Lesnar, Apollo Crews. This place is on their feet. Lesnar's ready to fight. He's ready to right the wrongs that this company has done to him. Lesnar left. He took his ball and went home. He said, I'm not coming back unless you triple my pay. Vince McMahon saw the pending threat on his company that was ESM. And he said, I'll pay you to come back. And now he has the chance to put a real nail in the coffin of ESM tonight and disallow Apollo Crews the opportunity to ever challenge for the World Heavyweight Championship on Raw while Shane McMahon is at the helm, while also earning a championship match of his own. Lesnar, you just feel it might just be about a little bit more than that too. Big fight feel in New Jersey. Co-main event of the evening. Cruz, Lesnar, underway, and he rushes him straight away. And finally, all this pent-up aggression from Brock Lesnar is about to be unleashed on Apollo Crews, and Lesnar straight away throws him the outside. He ain't messing around here. It always goes up a level when Lesnar's in the house, and look out, throws him, and Lesnar, oh gee, not again. We just put it back together. And Lesnar's trying to take apart the announce table again, but it gave Cruz the chance to get back. It gave Cruz the chance to get back up. And this has just gone to another level. The noise has gone to another level in here. As Cruz, again, Lesnar just showing that power, that unmitigated strength. And he picks up Cruz and drapes him on top. And now Lesnar, oh yes, those Muay Thai kicks. Oh my God, those knees. Cruz collapses to the floor, and Brock Lesnar now can really sink his teeth into this. As Cruz is sent over to the corner, and Lesnar, he has just been a barrage here. All this pinned up aggression since WrestleMania. He went away, he stewed over it, he seethed over it, he came back, and now he gets his vengeance. Cruz sent into the ring. And I reckon that plan that Cruz had of all wrestling and no chicanery, and I mean that in the most literal way possible. And Lesnar, oh my God. The sheer power of Brock Lesnar is off the charts, and he is absolutely destroying Apollo Crews here. Cruz is going to need to get back in this quick, smart. As Lesnar now comes in, oh, he's looking at the knee. That would have been a devastating knee, but instead he goes off the turnbuckle. And Cruz now, oh, Lesnar, that doesn't even seem to really be phasing him. Cruz is throwing everything at him here, and Lesnar is barely being backed up. He's barely being backed up by it. Lesnar is on another planet right now. Lesnar is on another planet, and he is absolutely tearing apart Apollo Crews here. Cruz has shown a shift in attitude. There's no doubt he's been humbled. He's been humbled by things like the way that he lost the title. Oh, he sets us to the outside. He lost the title. It wasn't in a main event of WrestleMania. It wasn't on a big stage of SummerSlam. No. Oh, Cruz just throws his whole body at Lesnar. It wasn't in a main event of SummerSlam. It wasn't in a main event of WrestleMania. It was in a multi-man match. He lost it to AJ Styles. Cruz has been humbled, and he has shown that. He has shown that vulnerability, and he's shown the want and the desire to fight a real fight. As Cruz now leaps into the ring, and brilliantly done. And Cruz is taking control of this match somewhat here on Lesnar. You can feel the importance here. The crowd so invested. They want to see the climax. They want to see the vengeance. Let's see now. Lesnar, Sane and Cruz is really picking up the momentum now. This is where he comes into his own. It's never been in question, the ability of this man. It was just the motives, which seemed to be just slightly shifted in Apollo Crews, showing respect, and now could be showing the door here in a minute, because it's time to head all the way down to Suplex City. Cruz now is in the clutches of Brock Lesnar. Oh my, that right hand, that never gets easier to watch those right hands, and Lesnar now is really starting to hammer away on Cruz, but Cruz is going to fight back. He took a couple of Germans, but he's going to fight back, and Cruz, these shots just appear to be rocking him a little bit more, but Lesnar is just going to continue. He's just going to continue on the assault here. Lesnar's just ruthless. Imagine all that pinned up aggression, sitting at home, watching Cruz go on to have one of the biggest title reigns we've ever seen, and knowing that Paul Heyman turned his back on you purely to use your name to further his own company, to further the profile of Apollo Crews, his client all along. They knew what was going to happen. They knew this was the plan all along, was to get Cruz to this position, but perhaps not exactly right to this position where he's getting manhandled by Lesnar, but he's coming back here. And this crowd is up for this. Sentiment leaps over the top. Cruz is just on another level here. Cruz is hurting, but you know that Apollo Crews knows what he's got to do here. He's faced Lesnar before in these big scenarios, the main event of WrestleMania. Now, Cruz from the second rope. Oh no, Lesnar got out of the way. Lesnar got out of the way. This is not good. Cruz now, shifted the weight brilliantly to Cruz. He shifted the weight brilliantly. And now Cruz, what a leg drop. Unbelievable athleticism from Cruz, using all of the ring to his advantage. And I've got to hand it to him. Cruz is hanging in there and he's fighting. There's been no underhanded tactics as of yet from Apollo Crews. Sends him into the corner. Now Cruz is going to mount him. He's going to look to try and rain down blows. But no, Lesnar's having none of that. Forces him out of the corner. And now Brock Lesnar, my God. STO from hell from Lesnar. And now Lesnar might be looking for that elusive S5. He's got to be looking for the elusive F5 here on Cruz. But Cruz now, he knows the counter. And it's elbows. Those exposed elbows to the temple of Brock Lesnar. He sends it over. You just feel like this could end at any time. Cruz, hip thrust. Look out. Oh my God. Power bomb on the floor from Cruz. And now Cruz. That may be the trump card that he's had to play here. Cruz leaps off. DDT on the floor. Unbelievable. Cruz is fighting with valor, fighting with honor here. And trying to take out Brock Lesnar. Lesnar is trying to instinctually move, trying to roll out of the way. Lesnar rolls not too far out of the way. He was looking at the 630, but Lesnar got the knees up. Lesnar got the knees up. F5, F5, F5. No, Cruz fights out again. Cruz fights out again, rolls him through. Oh my God, you've got to be kidding me. Cruz, cattle, mutilation. Daniel Bryan, and his finishing move, Cruz, using cattle mutilation on Brock Lesnar. Surely not this way. Surely not this way, but no. Lesnar breaks. Lesnar breaks. Lesnar breaks. And Lesnar up. Lesnar up. Lesnar up. F5. Is it F5 time? Yes, it is. Lesnar. F5. 1, 2. Lesnar defeats Apollo Crews. Vengeance is delivered. I don't believe it. Apollo Crews fights with valor, fights with honor. uses the cattle mutilation, which of course is Daniel Bryan's patented finishing maneuver. Lesnar breaks it, hits that ever-elusive F5, and Brock Lesnar only needs one. The cover for Lesnar to deliver what I believe to be a major nail in the coffin of Elite Sports Management. Cruz tries to get it done on the up and up, but he gets taken down to Suplex City. Chad Gable watches on. Here comes Cesaro. He's got a huge matchup with Daniel Bryan in just moments. ESM is on the ropes. Cesaro has a chance to perhaps put the final nail in the coffin. The wrestling purist is on his way, but there's Daniel Bryan. Gable's here to support the team, and they need it more than ever. And Daniel Bryan, again, is just degenerating into this monster. But ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's for the WWE Championship. ESM is on the ropes, and the wrestling purist, the Swiss cyborg, is on his way down to the ring to deliver the final blow. Could we be seeing the unraveling of Elite Sports Management as we know it right here tonight? Cesaro, with the full support of this New Jersey crowd, sold out from the front to the back. Here we go. Daniel Bryan comes out to a chorus of boos, and in an unusually flashy attire for him by his standards. Daniel Bryan is, in my opinion, and for what it's worth, it might not mean much, but I feel as though Daniel Bryan is morphing into this entity that he sought to destroy. Are the claws of Elite Sports Management deep enough? Or is the old Daniel Bryan still with us? Bryan is here, and not for nothing, ladies and gentlemen. This could be an absolute mat classic. It's Daniel Bryan. It's Cesaro. It's the WWE Championship. It's the main event. Vengeance could be served for ESM tonight, but the weight of the world rests on that man's shoulders. But if anyone can figuratively and literally carry the weight of the world, it's Cesaro. But his opponent is probably the best professional wrestler I've ever seen. Daniel Bryan hands over that ESM laden gold, decked out in gold himself. Cesaro, the wrestling purist, the Swiss cyborg, call him whatever you want. We could be calling him WWE Champion after this match. Cesaro Bryan underway, main event, here we go, and they lock up immediately. Cesaro takes the ascendancy straight away with a headlock. 0 in. Buckle up. 2 of the very best in the industry. Bryan takes the headlock straight back. And now Cesaro just shows that power, whipping Bryan off, taking him down, trying to look for an early sharpshooter maybe. Bryan kicks him off, does really well, locks up with him again. Bryan and Cesaro, both the best wrestlers, I believe, on planet Earth right now. Cesaro on an absolute tear. Some of the biggest wins of his career. He was the sole survivor at Survivor Series. He defeated Drew Gulak in a 30-minute Iron Man match. That is what he had to do to get here for this opportunity. You think he's going to throw it away? Absolutely not. Cesaro calling him on, saying, let's do this. Wrestling purist. And there's a few wrestling purists to be watching this one with bated breath. It's Daniel Bryan now. Takes a top wrist lock of Cesaro. Bryan has so far evaded the allures of those real deep claws of ESM. Bryan gets it done in the ring. That's just how he rolls. And they didn't like that. They've never liked that. They've never liked that Bryan has never fully bought into the message at ESM. And now you can feel the tide turning. Cruz doesn't use any of those underhanded tactics. Gets beaten by Lesnar tonight. And oh, look out, Bryan throws that shot. Gable doesn't use any underhanded tactics. Opts against it. Loses to Aleister Black at TakeOver. And now Bryan against the best wrestler on SmackDown, I'll say it, Cesaro. He has to try and get it done here tonight for ESM as Bryan rolls back in, looking for the guillotine, trading submissions here, these two. Unbelievable wrestling on display, ladies and gentlemen, but you feel like it's really crescendoing here. Look at the power. He throws him off, but Bryan, like a cat, lands on his feet, but you don't land on your feet when you get clothesline over the top rope, and Cesaro is really feeling this here. Cesaro choosing not to take it to the outside of the ring. He wants to keep it in the ring because he is a human being who loves to compete. Bryan now, as he usually does, gets back in, happy to come back into the fire. Cesaro with the reversal though, sends Bryan off the ropes, duck underneath. Cesaro, oh! The elevation on that was quite something else, and Cesaro going to make him carry his weight here over the neck, cutting off the air, making Bryan wear him. It wears you down. Cesaro can get his air back while taking the air from Daniel Bryan. That's the whole key. Cesaro is really zeroing in on Bryan right now, isn't he? He is really taking the fight to it, and he's out wrestling probably one of the best wrestlers we've ever seen. But Bryan, here he comes. Bryan coming back again, fighting back, doing what he can to try and survive here. And Bryan sends him into the corner. Sends him into the corner, looking for a top at Cesaro. He sent that left hand right into the jaw of him, and then he picked him up, and Cesaro dropped him down. That'll drive the air out of the lungs again, and Bryan rolls to the outside of the ring, and this is a desperate Daniel Bryan that you seldom see. He has gone to another level since being forced to join Elite Sports Management. Don't let that be lost. Daniel Bryan was forced into this situation, but I feel as though after he's seen the success and he's seen the way it's worked, he's become a champion, he's stayed a champion. I feel as though, and I hope I'm wrong, he may be buying into the message more now than ever, particularly with how much desperation is in ESM right now. Bryan is their only hope right now of keeping this track record intact, of maintaining a championship within Elite Sports Management. He's their only champion right now, and Bryan at the moment has those legs grapevine around, driving the air out of Cesaro's lungs. This is not a comfortable position to be in. Cesaro's going to need to find something very rapidly here where you can get gassed by this. It can sap all of your energy. And so Cesaro throwing those elbows back. Brilliant stuff. The spatial awareness of Cesaro sends him back. And now Cesaro sends him into the corner. And now Cesaro with a shot to the midsection of Daniel Bryan. Cesaro rolling him through. Brilliantly done. And Cesaro now Shot to the midsection and a submission. Just such unbelievably technically proficient professional wrestlers, both of them. Good scramble from Bryan to get loose. And Bryan delivers a swift shot to the head. Bryan delivers a swift shot to the head, and now he might be thinking a submission of his own here. Look at this. Traps the leg in between his chest and his arm. And oh my God. Wrenching back on Cesaro here. I've never seen anything like it. I've never seen anything like it. And Bryan is decimating the back of Cesaro there, but he just powers out. And that's exactly what Cesaro does. My God, what a discus forearm that was. And again, Bryan trying to escape here. He knows how desperate this situation is. Don't worry about that. And Cesaro is going to bring him in the hard way. Look at the power, the sheer power and technique. He calls himself the peak of technique, and I don't think anyone would dispute that about Cesaro. Taking Bryan down, making him wear the weight again. This is what makes these two so special, is their ability to dissect opponents. And there's a hard right hand and an uppercut. That one took him down. That one took him down. Looking for a German suplex, lands it. Saw plenty of them on his ESM counterpart in the last match. And that was unceremoniously over. Apollo Cruz with a lot of questions. He can no longer. Make note of this, ladies and gentlemen. Apollo Cruz can no longer challenge for the World Heavyweight Championship on Raw. And Brock Lesnar has a future opportunity, but the opportunity might be taken away from Cesaro here, because here comes Daniel Bryan. Drop kick. And this crowd not too happy about Daniel Bryan's offense, but I guarantee you he does not care. Bryan is on the apron, and Bryan with a double axe handle collapses him into the announce desk that we've had to put back together several times tonight. This could be the last time we do have an announce desk here at ringside, I think, just for health and safety reasons. And look out, Bryan now really starting to dissect Cesaro. This is where he really comes into his own, working on the arm. And this is the Daniel Bryan that we have come to see since joining Elite Sports Management. This vicious streak. Look at this. Daniel Bryan just hammering away at the face. Daniel Bryan, shot. Yeah, and a chop. Now the chops really did come into Daniel Bryan's offense. Cesaro got out of the way, and a European uppercut collapses him down. And Daniel Bryan, he's sent out to the middle, and it's a very European uppercut. No, Bryan caught the arm. Bryan caught the arm. Label lock. Unbelievable counter. Unbelievable counter from Bryan. He caught the arm for the attempted very European uppercut and locked him into a label lock here. You've never seen anything like it, but Cesaro breaks the hand. Cesaro breaks the hand, and he turns it into a sharpshooter. Yes, he got it. Cesaro got it. Sharpshooter applied. Cesaro turns it around. RESM going to go 0-3 for the weekend. I'm going to go as far to say is if Bryan loses this, that's the end. What else have they got? Bryan's fighting for the existence of his career, maybe. Because without ESM, oddly enough, he doesn't have a career because he wouldn't be cleared medically. And Bryan, he doesn't care about that right now. Cesaro met him with a massive right hand. Cesaro met him with a massive right hand, and Cesaro grabs the legs. Is it time? Is it time? He looks right, he looks left, the crowd want it. Bryan's going for a ride. Cesaro taking Bryan for a ride. And now on the middle rope, Cesaro wants Ace Rutherford to rise with him. They're on their feet. Don't worry about that. European uppercut. Grabs him. Do it. Yes. Another one. Bryan's reeling. He's grabbing for the ropes. And Cesaro is seeing the opportunity. Sit out powerbomb. Sit out powerbomb. Cesaro now. What is he thinking? He's got so much in his arsenal. He takes him up to the top. Cesaro takes him up to the top. The tippy top. Bryan's in trouble. Oh, Bryan shifted his weight. Bryan shifted his weight. Cesaro, he may have broken a rib from the top here. Bryan though, grabbed him. Look out, Tiger suplex. If he didn't have a broken rib, he does now. He may have a broken neck. This place is on their feet. Bryan is pushing through the barriers against probably the best opponent he's faced yet. And now Bryan with a dragon sleeper on that injured neck that he just dropped on the floor. An unbelievable battle of attrition may end with Cesaro with this neck injury. Oh no, Cesaro with brilliant knees. Brilliant knees to Bryan. Uppercut lands. The uppercut lands. Will this uppercut land? Yes, it does. Cesaro lands the uppercut that he couldn't get before. And Cesaro picks him up. Oh my God, he sat out on it. Cesaro is cooking. Cesaro could be a WWE champion. He was looking for the neutralizer, but Bryan escaped. And then Bryan takes the headlock, takes him down, and Bryan, brilliant from Bryan. Gotta stop the momentum. That's what he does. Bryan trying to stop the momentum of Cesaro. This is why he's probably the best we've ever seen. Oh, Cesaro though. Cesaro, he's banging on the door of that honor, I tell you what. And Cesaro, beautiful hip toss. Beautiful hip toss to Daniel Bryan. It all rests, both sides, on the shoulders of these two men. But Cesaro is comfortable standing on the shoulders of giants because he is that giant and he brings him in. But Cesaro held it. Cesaro brought him in, held the armbar. Cesaro's gonna make him tap. Cesaro's gonna make him tap. It's over. Bryan can't hold on, surely. Bryan scrambles. Bryan scrambles out. Oh, headbutt from Daniel Bryan. Forget about the concussions. It ain't about that now. It's about fighting for your legacy. Cesaro's starting. Bryan, he sees the chance. This is his opportunity. Oh my God. That's shades of the old Daniel Bryan right there. East Rutherford is absolutely fever pitch. WWE Championship on the line. Bryan puts him into the corner and Bryan is talking to him. He's talking to him. He's going to say, I'll put you away. This is that evil edge of Bryan. This is that edge that the ESM claws really just ingrained in him. And Bryan takes him up. What the hell is this? Bryan picks him up. Oh my God, he dropped him on his head on the turnbuckle. That's it. It's over. Cesaro kicks out. Bryan disbelief. Cesaro is having that neck really tested here. After that Tiger suplex on it. It was just absolutely devastating, and now Bryan is devastating Cesaro with these shots. I've never heard noise like this in an arena, ladies and gentlemen. Bryan is just continuing to mount the pressure on Cesaro. Bryan, desperate, trying to stomp the life out of him. Is there any life left? There is. Cesaro is hanging in. This is the level that has brought so many undone against Daniel Bryan. And Bryan now puts Cesaro backed up into the corner here. And oh, yep. Really taking it to him now. It's ebbed and flowed, and then it's ebbed again. And Daniel Bryan now wants Cesaro. What the hell has he got planned here? Bryan, oh no! Cesaro fought back though. Cesaro delivered a forearm. Is he gonna do it? Is he gonna bring him in? Cesaro! Oh! And Cesaro held on! Cesaro held on! Oh my God! Face first! Face first goes Bryan. 1, 2, new champion, yes! No! This is out of this world! And Cesaro! Oh, yes! Scores with the uppercut. Scores with the chop. Bryan looks back. This is a challenge. This is a challenge from Cesaro saying, have you got the guts? Have you got the balls to go with me? And Bryan is showing that he does. This is the old Daniel Bryan. The Bryan that doesn't take no for an answer. The Daniel Bryan that wants to do it the right way. Bryan, drop kick, no, he missed. Cesaro, stalking. European uppercut. European uppercut. New champion, no. Cesaro in disbelief. And to be honest, so am I. And Cesaro, oh, Bryan throws back though. Bryan throws back, and Cesaro, oh, Bryan just got thrown into the referee, and the fight continues here. It's at an absolute fever pitch. It's at an absolute fever pitch, and Bryan, the referee is down here. The referee is down. Cesaro threw Bryan into the referee inadvertently, and Bryan, what is he doing? No. No. Don't do it. Don't do it, Daniel. There's got to be a shred of that old Daniel Bryan. There has to be a shred of decency. Cesaro knows he's checkmated. Damn it! What is he doing? Bryan has lost it. Bryan has lost it. LaBelle lock with that Singapore cane. That evil Singapore cane. The referee's down. He can't see anything. Look at Cesaro's arm. Twisted up, but more importantly, look at Cesaro's face. Look at Daniel Bryan's face. The transformation is complete. You've got to be kidding me. The old Daniel Bryan is dead and buried. The old Daniel Bryan would never have ever done that. Damn it! Cesaro's out. Cesaro has nothing left. That damn Singapore cane that represents everything we hate about this company. But the only thing, the only redeeming quality we thought we had was Daniel Bryan, and it's dead. Cesaro's out. The referee calls the match. Damn it! Damn it! Cesaro rolls to the outside of the ring. Crowd in raptures. They thought Daniel Bryan was better than this, and look at this now. Not even a celebration from Daniel Bryan. This guy The transformation of Daniel Bryan could be one of the most disappointing things I've ever seen. We thought he was the beacon of light, but that light has been snuffed out, and Bryan again. Damn it! Wait a minute, here's Chad Gable. Gable and Cruz elected to try and take some high ground here, which is unlike ESM, and Gable wants the cane back. He's saying he's had enough. I agree. For once, I actually agree with Chad Gable here. Gable has actually seen the light. He's actually seen the light, but this man is possessed. Daniel Bryan. Surely not. No! What the hell? Daniel Bryan assaulting Chad Gable. Jesus! Oh! Oh, and again! Bryan has snapped! Jeez! Oh wait, here comes Cruz! Here comes Cruz! ESM is falling apart, Bryan has snapped! And Apollo Cruz, he's out here to stop the assault on Chad Gable. Bryan facing off with the jewel in the crown, one of the co-founders. Bryan has gone from not even what? Wait, you've got to be kidding me. Why is Cruz leaving? Why on earth is Apollo Cruz leaving? Chad Gable is a lamb to the slaughter. And Daniel Bryan, oh. Daniel Bryan, oh, is just annihilating Chad Gable. Oh, stop it, damn it. Daniel Bryan is decimating Chad Gable. Ladies and gentlemen, Daniel Bryan was demanding the referee bring him his title. And I guess you either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain.